Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL. If Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #Born to Ride Motorcycle Media, your #1 motorcycle resource.
Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest running biker TV show in the world. This week, we salute Dad, our fathers. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers who are born to ride. We'll go back inside the vault. Classic Father's Day features from 25 years of Born to Ride. Happy Father's Day. All this and more here on Born to Ride. All right, thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV. You know, today's Father's Day, so I have my father here and I have my children. I'm pretty blessed to have such beautiful children and to be such a young father. And we have 3 generations right here in front of you. And Dad, it's good to have you here on Father's Day.
Thanks, Ron. And it's good to be here with you 3. And believe me, there's nothing like these 2. They're the joys of my life, believe me. And you did a good job growing up and becoming what you are today. And I sure am proud. I'm proud to be a father and a grandfather to these 2 lovely children.
Well, thanks, Dad. You've always been there for me. And to all the fathers out there, I want to wish you guys a happy Father's Day. And we have a great show coming up for you. And I just want to say, Dad, I love you. And to kids, I love you guys too.
I love you all. Wonderful.
Okay, so stay tuned right here for more on Born to Ride.
Have a nice day.
Hi, this is Dave Perowitz, and you know, when I'm down south, first thing I do is search out a copy of Born to Ride, because I love reading it.
Okay, I'm coming up to my dad's house today. It's for Father's Day. He doesn't know that he's in the Born to Ride magazine. He's about to find out, and we're about to open the show for Born to Ride's Father's Day episode. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Oh, brother, where'd you pick up that picture from? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's taken me a long way back. Wow. But dads take too much credit because most of the credit should go to their sons and daughters. Because, believe it or not, this guy's done a lot for me.
Well, it's Born to Ride, and it's Happy Father's Day. It's the Father's Day edition. Just want to welcome everybody to the show. I got my dad. He just saw the Born to Ride magazine for the first time. He didn't know it's the Father's Day edition, and he was included in it. What'd you think, Dad?
I think it's just touching, and I'm really, really touched with it. It shows the love that are in people these days, and we need more of it. And I sure get a lot of love from my children, and I appreciate it.
All right, well, happy Father's Day, Dad. Coming up on the show, we got a great story of the Hodge family. A very touching story about Mr. Rowe and his son, and a lot of other things right here on Born to Ride. It's all because we care. And happy Father's Day out there to the fathers. And once again, happy Father's Day, Dad.
Thanks, Ron.
I love you, and happy Father's Day.
Love you too, and I love all you guys.
And we'll be right back with more on Born to Ride from the Father's Day episode of Born to Ride.
Matt Hodge is one of the most dynamic custom motorcycle builders in the world today. At the age of 10, Matt Hodge was using his father's experience and knowledge to generate tangible creations. His childhood memories that took place in the garage with his dad, Pat Hodge, and his granddad, Joe Hodge, are a direct source of his success today. Pat Hodge, Matt Hodge's father, is no stranger to the world of motorcycle repair. And Pat Hodge is truly a success in the field of fatherhood, and no man could possibly want more for their son than what Matt has become not only as a builder, but as a father. I always knew Matt's potential, Pat said, but I never dreamed it would turn out like this. I'm very proud of Matt. It's hard to put into words. As a father, you raise your kids and hope that everything turns out all right, and Matt just took that to a whole new level. Pat Hotch is now retired and works with Matt hands-on in the shop and is a proud grandfather of Matt's son Ryder and a set of twins that his daughter Connie had just this year. When I was growing up, my grandfather and my father always had clean garages with pegboards to hang tools and a painted floor, explained Matt. During every family holiday, the guys would always go out to the garage, and these are some of the best memories I have shared with both of them. They'd show me how to use all their tools. And just like his father, Matt would rather talk about his son than himself. I'm a new father, he said. It's awesome and pretty unbelievable to have my own son. It's a life-changing event. People can tell you about it, but actually doing it is amazing. So here's an idea for this Father's Day. Don't just tell your dad that you appreciate him. Appreciate him for all he has to offer. Ask him about what he was like growing up and try to find out what made him who he is today. Ask him about his work, his experience, and his expertise. Share in his interests and hobbies. This information and the memories that you create with your father may turn out to be unexpectedly valuable, like in the story of Matt Hotch Designs. This Father's Day, we are honoring a special father. Newport Richey resident David Rowe's son, Sergeant Mike Rowe, gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Sergeant Rowe was killed in action last year in Iraq. Tragically, it was on the day before his 24th birthday. His father, David, has made it his life's ambition to share his son's story through a custom 1977 Harley Sportster that is wrapped in his son's uniform. The U.S. Military Vets Motorcycle Club recently recognized this act of love and respect and honored David and his son, Sergeant Rowe, at a recent get-together where hearts were touched by his story of the bike, his son, and his son's baby, which Sergeant Rowe never had a chance to know or hold.
We're here on the Bud Run, and what we're doing here is honoring Michael David Rowe, his dad here. He honored his son who passed away in an IED explosion in Iraq, and he laminated his motorcycle with his son's uniform. And we at the U.S. Military Vets honor this man and his son and the sacrifices the family has made. And I'd like to read a poem that his son, Michael, wrote to him for Father's Day. Father, I will always look on you as a man whose shoes I will never fill, but I will do my best to make the right choices, to be as much a man as you. I cherish all your traits. Your hard, earnest work will always inspire me to do my best. Your word is something that you have shown me must be kept, and I admire how you can do that unconsciously. Your kind and open heart will always let me be able to help anyone in need, and the fairness shown to all will always allow me to be impartial. Dad, you are the one in my life that I will always aspire to be like. I will never stop being someone that you can brag about. I want you to know that there is never a day I cannot be with you because we share these great traits you have instilled in me. Happy Father's Day. Thank you for being such a great dad. Your son, Michael David Rowe. And today we honor this man and the sacrifices that he's made and so many others for the freedom that we just take for granted. God bless David Rowe.
God bless America. God bless my son, my hero. Thank you.
We'll never forget him.
Thank you.
They want you to explain the items on the motorcycle that you have placed on there from your son's uniform.
The air cleaner I had made several years ago just had Rowe on it, and when my son passed away, and the idea hit me to make it a memorial to him, I took Rowe off and I put that inscription on there right now. The uniform, I was doing a top end on the bike, and it just hit me, I don't know, spiritual inspiration, if you will, to make it a memorial to him. So I asked his wife, I told his wife what I wanted to do. She consented to it. I spent 3 hours dismantling the uniform with an X-Acto knife. A friend of mine, AJ from Street Seats, who does interiors for hot rods. He sewed it all together, redid the seat completely. He sewed patches on. The bike will never be done. I'll always be doing something to it. Right now I'm in the process of making a license plate frame with a cross on the top and the fallen soldier emblem, the boots, the M16, and the helmet. But my whole thing is to immortalize my son's memory. God bless him. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you.
They say laughter is the best medicine. They must never have tasted wind. The new Lowrider S. Classic look, new roar.
Need we say more? Only at Crystal Harley-Davidson, Homosassa, Florida.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1, get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work to get you the best result. While each case is different, a well-known insurance company's own study showed people with a lawyer on average got more money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Duke's Brewhouse Lakeland, the hottest, newest place everyone is talking about, invites you to Bike Night, first Wednesday of every month, 6 to 9 p.m. Ride your motorcycle and get 15% off your meal at Bike Night. That's 15% off your meal at Bike Night. Speaking of food, it's the best in town with the hottest servers anywhere. Wing Wars? Duke's wins every time. So don't miss Bike Night. Duke's Brewhouse, Lakeland. It's the first Wednesday of every month. Brought to you by Born to Ride TV and Magazine and Rubenstein Law.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
Hey guys, this is Deputy LaCates with the Volusia Sheriff's Office. I want to welcome you to Daytona Bike Week 2020. One of the things I'd like to see is all the people here. We're glad that you all come, and I just want to make sure that you understand, please don't drink and drive and ride safe.
Born to Ride caught up with two consistent winners of bike shows all around the area. Stephen Gehring Sr. and his only son, Stephen Jr., have made it a point to enjoy their family's love of motorcycles together. Their custom Big Dog motorcycles always seem to take first place or best in show in just about every bike show event that they have entered. But showing their bikes is just part of their passion. Riding is the other. So, on this Father's Day, let's ride along with Stephen Sr. and Stephen Jr. as the Gehrings fire up their big dogs and remind all fathers and sons to find something you both enjoy and to get out and spend some time together. You won't regret it. Happy Father's Day from Born to Ride. Born to Ride are always looking for exceptional talent in the custom bike arena. And recently, we found a truckload. Cody Hearsum and his father, Doug, owners of Razorback Hogs in Bolton, Ontario, have recently unveiled their first completed creation. And what a creation it is. Completely unique and unlike anything we've ever seen, we just had to bring you the 411 on the fertile imagination of its creator, young Cody Hearsum. But let's hear the story from the people that finally made it happen. Cody and his father, Doug Hearsum of Razorback Hogs.
How it came about, I really don't know. 25 years of racing, two different marriages, and a son that just drove me crazy wanting a custom motorcycle. This whole thing is about my son. Our plans are in the next 5 years, Cody will take over the business, and I'll just be on the sidelines. I'll do a little bit of machining and give my input, but this is about Cody. Having my son as a partner was something that right from day one, when Cody came home from the hospital, that was my whole plan. However, it took 15 years for my son to step up to the plate. As you can see, my son's pretty creative. This is pretty much all his design work. I have a little bit of influence there, but this is all Cody's talent with a pencil.
Hi, my name is Cody Hearsum. I'm along with my father, Doug Hearsum from Razorback Hogs. Me and my father built this custom motorcycle, brought it to the Rat's Hole at Daytona Bike Week. This has been our life for the past year, our first motorcycle ever completed. All the design work and engineering is done by myself and my father. My father influences me more than anyone in the world. I love doing what I do, just being beside him. It's just amazing to be able to do something like this with your family member, you know. As far as schooling, I dropped out of school in grade 11 to come do this with my father. I thought it was where I needed to go in life. My buddy influenced me, Mikey Clarkson. He's the best friend I could ever have. Thanks, Mike. Just, you know, all the parts on this bike, there was hours upon hours of thought put into them. We must have cut about 100 motorcycles out of cardboard before we got to where we are now. And like I just said, this is the first bike we've ever built. We got many crazy prototype designs back at the shop to be forwarded into the bike market. I think we're definitely gonna make a bang in the industry. We build motorcycles unlike anyone else there. I like keeping my head out of the box. I like thinking different. I like being unique. I'm my own individual. My father has the most influence on me. I think together we butt heads a lot, but we come to a very mutual agreement. And what you see sitting in front of you right here is both my father's and myself's design work. And this is our life, you know, like all our time and energy has went into building this motorcycle. We devoted 6 months of our life to design work and engineering. We've never built a motorcycle before. My father was a drag racer, past drag racer for 25 years. He raced Alcohol Funny Car and Top Fuel, and I just bugged him and bugged him to get my way. I would like to announce something special to my father for Father's Day. This has been tough times, both of us, through the last 6 months of my life, and I would just like to say to my father, I love you, and without you, I couldn't make it, Dad. He's the best. He's the man. Happy Father's Day.
Thanks, bro.
Born to Ride TV Radio live every Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. with Dave Flash Morgan, special guest, and Born to Ride TV content at Facebook, Born to Ride TV Magazine. Read it, watch it, ride it.
Hi, I'm attorney Sarah Vega from Rubenstein Law, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 5, do not ignore your injuries. Right after an accident, most people don't realize how bad their injuries are. Injuries can get worse over time. Early medical treatment is crucial. Beware of clinics that treat only your neck and back. What about your knees, shoulders, head, and other injuries? Come see us at Rubenstein Law. We'll talk about all your injuries and get you the compensation you deserve.
For more of these rules, go to rubensteinlaw.com.
Are you down with the nation? Tiny Trailer Nation, the biggest secret in travel and adventure. Take your motorcycle anywhere. Live in comfort on the spot. Say goodbye to hotel cost. Campers, toy haulers, themed trailers built for any budget. One bike or two. Includes electric, water hookups, microwave, refrigerator, sink, tie downs, and more. Your trailer or ours, new or used. Your dream is here at a working man's price. Tiny Trailer Nation, biker musician owned, a name you can trust.
Is your business becoming invisible? Create a great advertising relationship today with Born to Ride. Call 888-795-5779.
Gentleman who was out celebrating with his son, and we thought we'd feature him this week on Father's Day.
I was born to ride, man. Tell you what, if he could ride, he'd still ride that mother. He waited all week for this, and he's just excited. Dad, this is for Father's Day. You're born to ride. Yeah. Thumbs up, baby. Okay. All right. Born to ride. I love you. Yeah, I love you too, boy. It don't get it better than that. No, it doesn't get. Great. We love it. Yeah. It's the Harley family. I was born to ride. Born to ride. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you. Me too, boy. Oh, I love you and everything, but one day when you get old, you'll be working for me. That's great. You're gonna be working for him.
And now a special Father's Day message from Emily and Ronnie Galletti.
Get your motor running, head out on the highway, looking for adventure. Whatever comes our way. I know we're gonna make it happen. Take the world and go on. We're born to be wild. We can climb so high. I never gonna wanna go. Born to be wild, born to be wild, born to be wild. Happy Father's Day from Born to Ride. Let's go for a ride. Woo! It's Father's Day, so we gotta celebrate a good day. We love you, Dad. We love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. We love you. We wish we kissed you. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day to Born to Ride. Thank you. Happy Father's Day of all the fathers and Born to Ride. Yeah. The motor's running, heading on the highway, looking for the adventure. We'll never come highway. This is for Father's Day.
Hey, what are y'all doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? What are you doing with the microphone and the camera set up?
Oh, we were just staying here, doing something like.
Because I thought we were going to go for a ride or something, and I didn't know the camera. What are you doing with the camera out here? You got something up your sleeve?
No.
Do you? Are you sure?
No.
What? Is that camera on? What are we doing?
I don't know. Mommy set it up for something.
She did. Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. Okay. Cut! Born to be wild, born to be wild. Let's go shack some bait.